Yeah, hi. This is Carrie Gans, and I thought I'd do another little Periscope, and talk about dental implants. The for years now, coming up a little bit. I didn't realize I just got out of my car. For years now, we've been doing dental implants. We started doing them about 1980, and although I don't place dental implants, I was in charge of a program, so I'm very familiar with dental implants. And I thought I would just chat about it for anybody that's coming on to let you know what they are, how they're used, and maybe answer some questions. Dental implants are basically like a screw. If you put a screw in a wall, a molly in a wall, it's very similar to how dental implants are used. An implant, I don't understand what hum means, so I can't answer the question. So when you put a molly in a wall, you basically use it to hold something. Well, that's what basically dental implants do. And my name is Carrie Gans, by the way. I'm a dentist here in Garden City, New York, if anybody's interested. And so a dental implant, so getting back to it. So an implant is basically a fancy screw, and it's basically inserted into the jawbone. It sits there from anywhere 3 months to 6 months, depending on where it's placed. And it can then be used to anchor a wide variety of dental prostheses. A single implant can hold a single tooth. So if you're missing one tooth, you want butt implants, wrong place. Wrong place. You got to go to my son if you want a butt implant. Anyway, getting back to the real topic here. So an implant can be used to hold a single tooth. It can be used to hold multiple teeth. It can be used to hold dentures of one type or another. So dental implants have a wide variety of uses. Today, there is really no reason for anyone to go ahead and have missing teeth, because for the most part, if you want to have a tooth replaced or multiple teeth replaced, you can go ahead and use dental implants to do it. So, let's say if you have any questions about dental implants, please ask them. I see there are a bunch of people on this Periscope. So let's talk about success rates. We started doing these in about 1980, 1981, and success rates were still very high then. Today, success rates are somewhere in the 95% range when done properly. Dental implants have to be placed by someone who has some skill. There is training involved. You can't just throw an implant in and expect it to work. There are certain rules and regulations. So typically implants are placed either by oral surgeons or periodontists. There are general dentists that are well trained and do them as well. So it doesn't mean that a general dentist can't do it. It just means that for the most part, you need someone who has been willing to take the time to learn how to do it properly. It's like anything else. I mean, any dentist can place an implant, but not all dentists place them well. So it's important for you to make sure that whoever is going to place a dental implant for you is well skilled and well trained. That's number one. Number two, not all implants are the same. There are different companies today. So it used to be that there were one or two companies. Today there are God knows how many. And there are good companies and bad companies. You want to use a major brand. You don't want to use a secondary manufacturer if possible. So when you go to a dentist, I would just ask them, is this a major brand? Noble Pharma, there are a bunch of them. And you want to make sure that the implant has been tested and true, not something that was imported from China 2 days ago. Nothing wrong with China, because I'm sure there's, we could have people from China on this Periscope. But at the end of the day, not all implants are made the same. So you really want to make sure that a major brand is used. Then you want to make sure that before you get involved with an implant, that you know the costs. There's a cost for the implant itself. Then typically there's a cost for what that implant is being used for. That could be anything from a single tooth to a denture or to multiple teeth. So you want to make sure that you know the costs involved before you proceed. It's not just the implant. The implant is just an anchor. It's a way of holding something in your mouth. It's very important that if you're going to have this done, that you know what is the additional cost to replace that one or multiple missing teeth. Then you'd also like to know what are the potential post-operative problems. Depending where the implant is placed, there can be. In the lower jaw, there's a nerve that runs down the entire length of your lower jaw. You want to make sure that implant does not touch that nerve. Now, today that happens very rarely, but depending on where that nerve is and the skill of the surgeon, that is always a possibility. So you should be aware of the potential complications. You should know about healing time. You should know about how long you can expect to be without teeth. Is it necessary for you to be without teeth? Today, for the most part, there is really no reason for anybody to go without teeth, even for a day. So we can always work out some way to make sure that you leave with teeth in place, even if you have to wait 3 to 6 months for the implant to heal. There are temporary types of prostheses of removable as well as cemented in and bonded in restorations that can be used while the healing process occurs. So if you're replacing one or multiple teeth, there is really no reason to go ahead with that, without having a tooth replacement for that length of time. It just depends really upon the dentist you're using and your wishes. One, does it matter to you? Two, do you want to spend the dollars to go ahead and have something temporarily placed? It's as simple as all that. Once again, success rates are in the 90-95% range today. Implants, for the most part, people always ask, will it hurt having an implant placed? Well, the reality is it is a surgical procedure, but in the hands of the proper dentist, whether it's an oral surgeon, periodontist, or a skilled general dentist, the reality is for some reason they're really not that uncomfortable. A single implant placed is not that much of a problem, and typically you may be sore for a day or so. The surgeon should give you some kind of pain medication. Always put ice on the area for 20 minutes on, 20 minutes off to keep the swelling and any black and blue, so that doesn't occur. But you should get post-op instructions when they're placed. This is not open heart surgery, so you may be sore for a day or so, but then you should be able to go back to work and have a normal day. Pain meds, are good today, so you could always get something for the discomfort. But typically, it's not that big a deal. It seems like it should be a lot worse, but it really is not. That should not be a reason not to have it done. And that's basically dental implants. They're used for a wide variety of things. You can put an implant, once again, to replace a single tooth, or it can be used to replace an entire jaw. There are all different ways. And what you really have to do is go to a qualified dentist, ask questions, go in for a consultation, ask a lot of questions. Hopefully I've given you some of the questions to ask, and then make a decision as to what you want to do. Once again, there's no reason today to go without teeth. You should always have teeth. And it's not just cosmetics. It's a matter of function and health. Having a proper dentition is really important for eating and for diet control. It's important for your health in general. Having a poor dentition, having weak teeth in your mouth, can lead to infection. It can lead to a multitude of diseases. So if you have the option of removing diseased teeth and having implants placed, that might be something for you to think about. So anyway, if there's no questions, I don't like to keep these things too long. I just wanted to do one today about dental implants because someone did ask me a question the other day. So I thought I'd bring it up today. If there's any questions, I'm happy to answer them. If not, have a great day, and we'll see you at another Periscope in a day or so. Take care.